And so my mom is half Mexican, but her grandmother was like very insistent that she was Mexican and like taught her all about the culture. And so like we have like family tamale recipes and like salsa and guacamole. Also this weird like tongue stew that's like very traditional that like freaks me the fuck out.
Yeah.
But so I was like raised with like all of that like culture. But I'm like super white, and so it was just kind of like a fun fact about me when I was younger. But then as I grew older, I like started to realize it was more of an identity, and like people interacted with it differently. So it wasn't upsetting at the time, but then like I think back and I'm like, maybe they shouldn't have said those things. Like we'd be driving somewhere and someone would need to sit on someone's lap, and they'd be like, "Oh, Riley, just get in the back trunk." So like there were like jokes like that. I always like imagine that it's like an experience that only I have gone through. Like I feel like, oh, no one has this. Like they either like have been told since like they were young like what they are, or like they're just like white. But so it's interesting to like know that there are other like people who are mixed who like have to go through this process of like, oh fuck, this is like, you know, perhaps like more than like just like my home life, or like more than like a fun fact, or like you know, in some way I'm different from like two different groups, and like both of those groups either look at me as like I'm a part of them or don't, but I actually feel like I'm a part of them, and like how do I deal with that, and how do I find my space within that? So Caroline wanted to do a piece that was like about 15th century like Spain / Morocco, but also on an all Asian cast. And I was like, okay, and I really want to direct something. And I think Afro-Ben is cool, and I also like to talk about race and identities at any point possible. She wanted this to be a conversation about what it means to be Asian American, and also performance. So I looked at the play and I was like, okay, what themes in the play can we talk about and like relate to identities? And the very obvious one stood out to me about power. So a lot of it came to be what power looks like, what it feels like to be disempowered, and how you try and achieve empowerment. It's like, okay, we will have an inherent conversation about race by the very fact that every person that you're looking at on stage is of Asian descent. And then bringing in culture naturally into that. But so like I also didn't want it to be like a fake culture. Like I didn't want to be like, this is Asian, but like rather like, okay, what do people actually like experience? So the fact that like Jiha one day was like, I have a Korean drum in my room, do you want to use this? I was like, yeah, that's exactly what I want. Which becomes even more fun once you decide, fuck it, I'm gonna make it all female as well. Because
that was really cool.
I was really happy about that. So that was really cool, and like it just, I think that's really interesting, because then you create like a really interesting space to talk about gender and sexuality and issues that come with that.
It was very intersectional.
Yeah.